In an imaginative piece of fan art, Tom Holland is playing the DCEU's Flash and Ezra Miller becomes the MCU's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, taking over from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as the big-screen Spider-Man. Tom Holland certainly had big, web-slinging shoes to fill, but his appearances in Captain America, Civil War, Spider-Man, Homecoming and Avengers: Infinity War were all well received, delivering arguably the most comic-accurate portrayal of the iconic superhero. Ezra Miller's Flash hasn't had quite as much of an easy ride. After briefly appearing in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Miller made his debut as the speedster in Justice League, but, like the movie itself, received a mixed reaction from fans. A solo movie based on The Flash was originally on the DCEU slate and was announced as Flashpoint, but was delayed until 2020. While Flashpoint still appears to be going ahead at this stage, it's unclear whether or not it will keep its 2020 release date given Miller's commitments with the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Related, the Flash DCEU solo movie may not be titled Flashpoint. The artist known as BossLogic has now brought together the two wise-cracking youngsters of the MCU and DCEU, mixing up Holland and Millers superheroes as part of his ongoing series of franchise character switches that has previously tackled Loki and Joker, Aquaman and Thor and Superman and Captain America. BossLogic's latest effort puts Ezra Miller into the Spider-Man Homecoming Spidey suit, complete with creepy background webbing. Meanwhile, Holland is rendered mid-sprint, crackling with electricity in the Flash costume seen in Justice League. This piece is another strong addition to BossLogic's ElseBothworlds series and brings fantasy casting to a whole new visual level. Given that both Spidey and Flash have some common attributes, both actors look at home in their switched roles. However, Ezra Miller perhaps seems more suited to his new role than Holland does, managing to bring out the inner geek of Peter Parker while simultaneously looking utterly heroic. Holland doesn't quite master the awkward, introverted demeanor that Miller perfected as the Flash in Justice League. While the ElseBothworlds series has been a mashup of the MCU and DCEU, some fans might find themselves wondering what Grant Gustin, who currently portrays the Flash on TV, would look like dressed as Spidey. Gustin's boyish looks and more lighthearted portrayal of the Flash may fit more naturally to the character of Peter Parker in Spider-Man Homecoming, even if the bookishness is somewhat toned down. Perhaps that's a piece of digital art for another day. Source: BossLogic Tags. Spider-Man Flash